Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing not one, but two very unique editions of the King James Bible. You know, the King James Bible has been around for over 400 years, but it still has an enduring legacy, and people love it to this day. And one of the reasons I think that is because there's a lot of great publishers out there that are producing unique, interesting, high-quality editions of the King James Bible. And one of my favorites is Thomas Nelson, a company based right here in Nashville. They do an awesome job publishing the KJV, and I noticed a couple of recent editions that were released had some unique features. They did a little bit of a twist on what you normally see with the King James Bible, and so I ordered up both of those Bibles. I thought it would be fun to do one unboxing video and review video of both of these Bibles. They're different, but they both have kind of a couple of unique features, so I thought it would be fun to show it to you here on the channel. You ready? Let's dive into this. Always nice to have an unboxing video and get to see these things for the very first time. So, here we go. I'm going to throw my knife to the side. That's awesome. Okay, the first one here is the KJV Center Column Reference Bible with Apocrypha. That's something you don't often see in KJV Bibles. Of course, there are KJVs out there that have the Apocrypha in them, but not very often. So I thought it was unique that Thomas Nelson had released an edition of the KJV Center Column Reference Bible with the Apocrypha. Now, I believe they released this edition of the Bible with and without. So you can have the edition with the Apocrypha, you can have the edition without the Apocrypha. They make them in lots of different great bindings, but I thought it would be interesting to showcase a Bible that has the Apocrypha in there in the KJV. So that's the first one. And then the second one, oh, I'm excited about this. Okay, first, take the box. Boop. Sorry, Becca, that was really loud. The second one is this, the KJV paragraph style Thinline Bible. Now, the reason why that's unique is that KJV Bibles, almost every single one that's ever been produced, is a verse-by-verse typesetting. But this is a paragraph-style edition of the KJV. I can only think of one or two off the top of my head Bibles that are not a verse-by-verse Bible of the KJV. And so this is just going to look different. It's not going to me, feel like a standard KJV when you open it up. So let's start with this one. I'm going to slide this. This is absolute, wow. I ordered both of these are leather soft. I got the purple leather soft for the paragraph style thin line. I got the brown leather soft for the one with the Apocrypha. And their leather soft at Thomas Nelson, like, is so nice. Like, it's so soft. This feels great. Look at this. It just wraps up. It's so soft and floppy. And look at the beautiful texture. Look at that texture in there. That is so cool. I mean, I'm thinking about Jason over on Facebook, who talks about one of my friends on Facebook, who talks about how purple is like the perfect. He did some like color theory with Bibles and leather and stuff like that, and talked about how like purple is like, it represents like the royal nature of God and Jesus and things like that. Jason, you can comment in the comments if I got that wrong, but like how you love purple Bibles. This just first impression with this Bible, the purple leather soft, is fantastic. It's got gold Holy Bible on the cover, real small. It's got some gold accents. There's no spine hubs or ribs or anything like that, but gold accents there on the spine. It's got some gilding on the pages, a perimeter stitch. This looks and feels so good on the outside. And then when you open it up, yes, just a paragraph format edition of the KJV. So again, you'd normally see little breaks, a new paragraph for every single verse, but this is a paragraph format Bible. And I know that's a small tweak on making a change, but I think it's really, really unique that they've done that and offered it. This one has red letters. I'm gonna do a full review. I'm gonna do an overhead and do a full review in a second, so I'll show you that. Just getting a first impression. I like that. I kind of got purple because I thought it would be interesting to show you purple, but it's really, really nice. Now this is totally different. This is less like grainy and pebbly, and it's got a little bit more smoothness to it, but that is brown. Stitching there, two-tone. The back is the darker color, and then when you come around to the front, you get that second piece there. So it's a two-piece cover, and it's got a little bit of a smoother texture, but still feels soft and floppy for a pretty big Bible. That looks great. Great perimeter stitch. This one does have raised spine hubs. Both of these Bibles come with, I believe, a couple of leather soft, which is a synthetic leather material, a couple of options, a couple of different color options there. They come with a hardcover edition, and then they come with genuine leather editions. So this is kind of the middle price point of those different options, but it looks great. And then again, this is 2-column, center column references, so kind of a classic design, but between the Old Testament and the New Testament, you get, I believe this has 15 books of the Apocrypha, which I will focus in a little bit on which ones they give us. But yeah, in the middle of between the Old Testament and the New Testament, we get all of the different books of the Apocrypha. So I'm trying to find Malachi, there we go, Malachi, and then boom, the Apocrypha. Now, I know some of you are from traditions where you don't use the Apocrypha, but there are a lot of traditions out there where the Apocrypha is included in the canon as a deuterocanonical thing, or they're included in the readings of Scripture and the daily readings, that sort of thing. So these are Bibles that I think a lot of people will get good use out of. So, and I'm actually currently in the process of reading through the Apocrypha for the very first time. I'm going to make a video about that when I'm done, and I found it really interesting. So I've got a lot of insights to share about that. But wow, two great, very unique editions of the KJV Bible. What I'm going to do now is do an overhead video. I'm going to show you these side by side as well as individual looks at each of them so you can kind of get a look and a feel. But first impressions, unboxing them, these are really great Bibles. So before we dive in, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. These are the KJV, the newest KJV interesting Bibles from Thomas Nelson. Okay, here's the two Bibles side by side. On the left is the center column reference Bible with Apocrypha. On the right is the large print thin line paragraph style. I'm going to set this one aside for a second, show you this guy on the outside. Really lovely. Look at that perimeter stitch kind of in there on the two sides. It says Holy Bible with the design on there. Raised spine hubs. You get a little bit of a stamping design in there with Apocrypha, KJV. There's the Thomas Nelson logo. Back here, it's just a dark color. This one has a little bit of a, well, that just wipes off. It's some dust there from my studio. Gold gilding on the pages. Nice Bible. The size on this one is really good. It's a 6 1/4 inches wide by 9 1/4 inches wide at the text block, and then it's about, with the cover and everything, about 1.5 inches thick. So it's a pretty standard kind of large style Bible, not too big, not over the top, but it looks great. Like I said, hardcover, a couple of leather soft options, and then a genuine leather edition. It is Smythe sewn. It looks good. It's got these two ribbons, kind of a gold one and a brown one in there, so you get a couple of options. Now, opening this up, there we have the presentation page, the Holy Bible with Apocrypha, the Old and New Testaments with the Apocrypha, translated of the original tongues with the former translations diligently compared and revised. You get the King James preface. There's your copyright page here at the bottom, just a little bit of information down there. 2023, Thomas Nelson, printed in South Korea. On this edition. There's your contents. You see the books of the Old Testament followed by the books of the Apocrypha. This includes 15 books. I noticed, I think that Tim Nichols? There's a lot of Tims out there, isn't there? Tim Nichols noted that they included 3rd Maccabees in this one, which I think is kind of outside the kind of normal, but in different contexts, in different church cultures, whether it's Catholic Church, Orthodox Church, Episcopal Church, things like that, they use different ones. So there's all your abbreviations in one place. About the Bible. What is the Bible? So this is an article. This Bible contains several different articles inside of it, and this is one of them about the Bible. You get one that's going to be about the Apocrypha. I think that's going to be right here at the front, so you get a couple of articles up front. How to study the Bible. There's one about the time between the Testaments. I think that's this next one right here. Getting to know God. Maybe the time between the Testaments is later, but there's a lot of information in the Apocrypha that kind of lines up with the time period that happens between Malachi and Matthew. That 400 years of silence, it's often called the time between the Testaments, so you'll get more information about that, which I think is helpful in a Bible that has the Apocrypha. So here's Genesis. Every book comes with a book introduction. You notice that here. So then you get kind of the standard 2-column text, all black, 2 columns of text, cross-references in the middle. There are over 73,000 cross-references in this Bible. I'm going to pull it up for you here so you can see it. It's a 9.5 point comfort print typeface, the KJV comfort print typeface designed by 2K Denmark. It looks really great. This is a verse-by-verse format, and so it's kind of a standard KJV look and feel. As you move through, it does open pretty nice and flat for being a big Bible. Looks really great. Let me get to the beginning of the Apocrypha here. So Malachi ends on page 1041, and then the Apocrypha starts. You had the list of contents at the beginning of the Bible. So it starts with First Esdras. You do get a book introduction there. You notice here that the cross-references are gone. This is not a cross-reference edition for the Apocrypha. I'm assuming that doesn't exist the way it did back then, or maybe there's a different version of it that they didn't license or something like that. But so it's just a 2-column text of the Apocrypha, and looks really great. It kind of keeps all of the same formatting and stuff like that. It just doesn't have the cross-references and the textual footnotes and things like that. When you get into the New Testament, you notice here I'm in Matthew. It turns into a red letter Bible, so there are red letter in the New Testament. Let me show you this a little bit. Really, really nice. I like where the red is juxtaposed against the black verse numbers. I think that looks really sharp. So, nice floppy Bible in my hands. It really is the most unique thing about it is, I mean, it's like if you want a nice 2-column, center column cross-reference Bible, this has a comfortable 9.5 point typeface. It's on really good paper that's opaque, looks to be line matched. I mean, it's a nice Bible, and then it also has the Apocrypha in there. Oh, there's the article. So, end of Revelation, page 1614, you get an article about between the Testaments. I actually teach a Bible class to college students, and I love teaching this part of the class because it tells you a lot about the period of Persian rule into the period of Greek rule. So you talk about Alexander the Great, the Seleucids, the Ptolemies, the Maccabean revolt after a bunch of crazy stuff happened, and all of this really shapes the context of the New Testament. Obviously here the Romans come in, so the world that Jesus lived in, the world that we get in the New Testament, is deeply shaped by what happened in this time between the Testaments. That's a really interesting article. Here's another interesting article, The History of the Red Letter Bible. Just one little tiny page there, but that's something interesting to take a look at. 30 Days of Knowing God. It says in less than 5 minutes a day, you'll be able to better know who God is, what He's like, and what He does. 30 Days of Knowing Jesus. Some notes back here. You get Bible maps. A really, really thoughtfully put together, full-on Bible with that additional feature of the Apocrypha, and it looks absolutely great. So you've got that one there. Now I'm going to bring in the large print thin line in the paragraph style. Really, like I said earlier, I love this purple. Like, very impressive. I'm going to be on the lookout for more purple Bibles from Thomas Nelson because I think it's just sharp. Nothing raised there, just kind of the designs on the spine there. Purple and gold ribbon, gold art gilding. This one, as far as size goes, is going to be the same trim size on the pages, 6 1/4 by 9 1/4, but it's only 1 1/4 inches thick. So you can see the difference between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2. It's pretty significant when you see them side by side there. So this one jumps up to a 10-point typeface. I'll show you that in a minute. Look at the purple, that design in there. Like that's great. They did a really great job with that. Same information there, printed in South Korea, all of that same information for this Bible, kind of similar style of what they're going for. It does not have the Apocrypha, but it does have some additional content in it. So there you get the preface to the King James, and then you get different type of book introduction, but it does come with book introductions. It's a 2-column text as well, but the references are now at the bottom of the page instead of being at the center of the page. I think this is actually a really lovely layout, very, very simple, very clean, and as you notice again, it's paragraph format, so it's not verse by verse. Obviously, you get the versified things when you get into poetic sections, so here in a more poetic setting, but then when you get here, boom, paragraph format. I'll skip up ahead to the Psalms so you can see that. There's Job, so Psalms are coming next. So there you get a more poetic type setting for the Psalms. This looks really, really good. It feels great in hand. It's a 10-point KJV comfort print typeface. This also comes in the genuine leather or the hardcover options as well. Looks really, really nice. You get over 43,000 cross-reference in the Bible, and you also get 22,000 translator notes. Sorry, let me get that centered for you. So you get translation notes and cross-references. You get book introductions, like a short book introduction at the beginning of each book. Looks great. Also red letter. When you get, this is a very, very nice ribbon, like a satin ribbon, kind of tooled on either side of it. Like that is, I mean, those are nicer than so I shouldn't say bad things about other Bible publishers in the middle of this review. What I was going to say was, I'm going to whisper this. I was going to say, come on, Crossway, Give us some nicer ribbons. I mean, look at that gorgeous ribbon. That's coming in a very, very affordable Bible from one of your competitors. Okay, I did it. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, great red letter. I love this look and feel, the 2-column with the references at the bottom. You see some of them are really small. Some of them are a lot more going on, so it kind of eats into the page a little bit. This Bible has a few extra features as well in the back of it. So you get a chart for the miracles of Jesus, a chart for the parables of Jesus. You get a 1-year reading plan. Then you get a concordance, a 3-column concordance back here. And then at the very back, you get that same set of Bible maps. There's your note regarding the type, about the comfort print typeface. Really, really solid. The unique feature here is that it's a paragraph format KJV, which you don't often get. So if you don't want to read verse by verse, this is a really, really cool option. But man, both of these, rather affordable, look great, leather soft options with a couple of unique features. You know, like I said, paragraph style, adding in the Apocrypha, just doing different things with the KJV. I think it's really cool, and these are great, great Bibles from Thomas Nelson. So there you have it, 2 great new editions of the King James Bible from Thomas Nelson. The paragraph style, large print, thin line, as well as the center column cross-reference edition with the Apocrypha. Both of these are great. They look great. They feel great. These are the leather soft editions. As I said earlier, they also come in genuine leather. There's also some hardcover editions. So I will put links in the video description to where you can find these online, see what the current prices are for all of those different editions that are out there. If you have any questions, please drop those in the comments and I will get back to you with an answer. Definitely look for me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll post some photos of these Bibles, so come find me on social media and say hi. And again, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate all of your love and support. Thank you to those of you who are channel members who support the channel. If you don't know what that is, you can definitely click the join button to find more information about that. We have a lot of great fun here on YouTube. My goal is to help you find a Bible that's right for you. That's why I unbox these and why I review different Bibles. I really believe that if you find a Bible that you love and enjoy spending time with, that it's going to draw you in. And I believe that when you spend more time with the Bible, that it's life-changing, that it's really, really powerful, and that it can do amazing things in your life. So that's why I'm out here making these videos. So before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you next time.